Hi everyone, my name is Tracy DaCosta. I'm here today before you because I just wanted to document my journey. Currently, I'm seeking help for mental health issues, and I know that other people could be in the same situation. So I just want to be transparent with you guys today so that you know what to expect going through the process. First of all, I would just like to say thank you so much for the overwhelming support that I received on my social media platform. I definitely appreciate the well wishes and the praise for being transparent. That gave me an idea to be transparent because I know that mental health issues are such a taboo thing to discuss in the Black community, and I wanted to make sure that if others feel the need to seek help or have any suicidal thoughts, that they know the process and they know that the support is there and help is there. So at the end of this, I'm also going to provide some resources so that if by any chance you have any mental health issues or know someone who needs help or express any ill feelings and you notice it, you can just suggest those sites or suggest those resources or utilize them yourself. Okay guys, so the first initial step in the process, I went to intake. I tried to find other places that are taking new patients right now, but with everything going on with COVID-19, a lot of places were not open to getting a new patient. So I was referred to Rutgers to get treatment. It's a 30-day program. Now, initially what they do is they do a 45-minute intake process where they ask about your mental health issues, your family issues, or your upbringing. It's really in depth because you're going to agree to a treatment plan, you're going to set goals and objective. So that was the first thing that we did. Now with me, my personal goals and objective is all based upon motherhood. I am a single mom. I really am lacking in support physically. So I decided that if I can't get the support that I need elsewhere, that I need to become comfortable in my situation so that I have a comfortable situation for my daughter. And that was basically, in a nutshell, my goal and objective. So after the initial intake, I was prescribed medication. How that works is I spoke with the nurse practitioner. I was diagnosed in the past with bipolar disorder about 16 years ago. And I was very scared to take medication. I saw people who looked as if they were on narcotics or, sleeping or dopey, and I was scared to take any. But going through all that I've been coping with and dealing with as of lately, I decided that I would be open to seeking that help. Now, since I don't have much experience, really any experience with medication, I was given low doses. So what the nurse practitioner did was she prescribed me with some anxiety medication as well as some depression medication as well as mood stabilizers since I have a mood issue, hence, well, not necessarily issue, the bipolarism. So that was something that I'm currently still getting used to. But I have been noticing some slight changes, like I have been able to sleep better. I am better when it comes to remaining calm due to the anxiety medication. I'm not snapping as much. So I am very appreciative of that. And I will continue to keep you guys posted because the medication, the bulk of the medication that I am taking is not going to start to actually work its full effects until 2 weeks from now. Okay, so now guys, let's get into the meat and potatoes, which is therapy. Today I had my first initial therapy session. This is something that I'm thankful for the intake process. I was very direct in letting the woman who did my intake know that it was important that I spoke to someone who looked like me and who was basically someone who could be my peer. So my therapist is a black woman who's in her 30s and she is a mom. Not all of my issues, but the issues that are being exacerbated right now for me are mostly mom related. So that was a blessing in itself. When I had the conversation today, and I know it's a therapy session, but it was like a conversation. I got so much out of it. I didn't feel judged. She provided me with some good tools and coping mechanisms. She also normalized some of my doubts and made me see that it wasn't just me who felt, the way I feel about being a mom, and maybe I am not as good of a mom as I want to be. And she provided me with different tools. So initially we spoke about free time, support system, and the fact of the matter is I lack that. She gave me some really good feedback. Go to a mommy support group. Go on Facebook, look for a mommy support group of Essex County. There you'll be able to build some relationships, get to know the mothers, pick a few, and then start your own team and provide each other support. Eventually you will be able to have time to yourself. Now, that's something that will take time. So what I needed was something that can happen now. Changing myself that I will be able to see right away. Tactics that will be able to assist me right now in this moment. And she definitely was able to provide them. So getting time to myself is something that's been hard for me to do. Getting my child to listen is something hard for me to do. Because I was raised in an abusive background, I feel like it's a slippery slope to become one of those abusive parents. And that's something that I'm not going to allow myself to do. And that's the main reason why I decided to get the help that I've started to get. So basically, she helped me see how to do a reward system for if my child is not listening. Set a goal for something that we could do together and take it away. I.e., she told me to get a calendar with some magnets. Because my daughter's only 3, she'll be able to visualize it. Like, okay, say if she wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese. In my case, I got my nails done, so my daughter said she wants to get hers done. So it's a way to reward, like 5 stickers. If you get 5 out of 7 stickers, then you'll be able to get that reward. She also let me know that most kids don't go to sleep at bedtime, which is one of the big things. But she said that I shouldn't coddle her or allow her to get into my room or get into my bed. I should firmly seek my space. It was just so many different ideas and different coping mechanisms that she gave me to make a change, an effective change for the better. So that's something that I definitely appreciate. The feeling in itself, it just felt so easy. I like the fact that she was direct. I like the fact that she didn't cut any corners. She told me exactly, what it is and what works. So I can appreciate that from her, especially because I know that she's a mother in her 30s, and she also asked me some questions in regards to, of course, Cadence's father, also his family and our interactions, and I also explained that it was limited and basically none when it comes to support. We reviewed the court process and all of the stuff that I went through there. And she also asked me about, was it something that I was initially from the very get-go expecting to be a mom. The reason why she asked me that, and this is something that I really want to be fully transparent about, because I thought that it was horrific, and she actually normalized it for me. She asked me that because I said, when my daughter is sick and I have to take time off from work, which is basically the only escape that I get from being a parent, then I find myself at times being resentful or being short when I should be being nurturing and being a great mom and the best mom that I can be, but I now myself am frustrated. And she normalized it for me. She basically said, if you're out there and you're able to pick up and go wherever you want to go, and you all of a sudden don't have those options anymore because you're a mom and you're a single mom, resentment is to be expected. But the way that you choose to move forward with that and how you choose to, become a better mom or parent is something, that's up to you. And she did commend me for making a choice and coming to therapy. Also, when we discussed my child's father, I talked about his mental health and him committing or claiming that he was going to commit suicide several times, and that's why I didn't feel comfortable with him being around her on his own, and I only felt comfortable with supervised visits until he got therapy himself. So I myself can't call a spade and not do the exact same thing. So once I realized that I needed help, that's when I started to, seek the attention. Or once I got tired of, just trying to put a Band-Aid on it, or like, I'm a strong black woman, I could get through anything. I just needed to have that help. And that was very important for me. So I definitely appreciate everything. It was the first session. Next week, we're going to be talking about just strictly me time. This week was more on parenting techniques, getting into initially why I needed the services. But I do look forward to the progress. I'm definitely, happy with the first session. I'm definitely happy with the experience thus far. And I just wanted to let you guys know that therapy or having mental health issues is not, as taboo. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to get counseling, or, however you find that is therapeutic to soothe you if you feel like you need it. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a number. That way, if you have any questions for me, anything that I didn't cover and you want to ask about my experience, I'll definitely be willing to share. I'm not sure if I would do it at each interview or at each discussion, or if I'll just wait to the very end of the initial 30 days and then do a Q&A there. Also, what I would like to do is leave you guys with an inspirational quote that it hit me really hard, and I felt that it was so deep, and it's something that I want to share to you just in case you are struggling and going through something with your mental health. The quote says, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence. It is self-preservation. And that is an act of political warfare." That is something that I want everyone who is watching this, to take heed to, especially what's going on in the climate right now with the Black Lives Matter movement, with everything that's going on to us as a people. And, thank you, allies. And this is not just for, or not just targeted to Black people or Black women, but I did want to throw that out there because I am that. And also, it's something that we can relate to with a lot of mental health that's going on with COVID-19 right now. A lot of people, they lost their job, and I feel like that's what exacerbated these feelings for me, personally. And again, like I said, I will have resources attached to this video, different places where you could go to seek help if it's needed. Once again, I would like to thank you so much for tuning in. If this can help one person, then I feel like I did, my due diligence. I hope that everyone has a blessed day. Until next time.